Good afternoon, Cedarville middle school and high school students, your parents and community members. It's Mrs. Yake here, and I'm wanting to talk to you about our first day of online learning. Our first day I thought went really well. I got a lot of assignments in from students. I had a lot of questions asked, and when we answered those questions, and then I also didn't hear from any of you, and that's okay because, or many of you, and that's okay because your assignments aren't due until Friday. But I wanted to touch base with you about what some of my expectations are. Today, we found out that this wasn't going to be an online learning opportunity for just 1 week. It's going to be an online learning opportunity for at least the next month. And so I'm not sure what that's going to look like for our district at this time. But I wanted to tell you some of my goals for you as students and what I always look forward for you as computer technology students. One of the things that I always stress is lifelong learning. And what I mean by lifelong learning is that I share with you often in the way that we create projects and do very little testing is that you've got to be prepared in computer technology to always be innovating and creating something new. Our industry of computer technology has changed so much since I graduated high school. It's changed so much since I've been teaching at Cedarville for 7 years. It's changed so much since you've been born. It's changed so much even for many of you that are now seniors in what it looked like your freshman year. And so just recognize that learning is something that you're going to need to continue to form on your own. And a good lifelong learner, what lifelong learning is it's voluntary, it's ongoing, and it's self-motivated. And I am so encouraged by how many self-motivated students I heard from today. But I want to give you also some additional challenges. So obviously you were given some specific assignments. Most of them were pretty straightforward. But below this video are going to be some links to some other resources that may encourage your lifelong learning, even in the short term, that are not necessarily assignments, but some things that I want to encourage you to do. So for example, in my technology communications classes, we spend a lot of time talking about websites and also creating videos. And right now at this time, we're finding the value of good technology, good websites, videos. I watch a video every day of our governor and Dr. Amy Acton and our Lieutenant Governor Houston give us updates, and those videos are ran live. And that is something that we have learned in our technology communications class, but they're also then posted on the website with markers in order for you to go back and watch some of those videos, or if you've missed those videos, you can go and watch them. And so one of the things that I wanted to highlight is that Lieutenant Governor Houston on March 26th did talk in his video about how the internet works. And he was talking specifically about some delays in people being able to reach unemployment website and being able to apply for unemployment. And I'd like to encourage you to go back and watch his little segment. I've got it linked below at the timestamp. It was 26 minutes and 48 seconds when he starts talking about that. But he gives a brief overview, and it's very educational for our technology communication students to understand that making a website work comes from a lot of different angles. So I'm going to encourage you to go back and watch that with him. I also want to encourage you when we're talking about videos. I've seen several videos. You know that I do have a senior high school student in my home, and I am the advisor of the class of 2020, which means that a lot of things that I was preparing to do with students in both April and May have changed a lot. And we don't really know what the outcome of some of those things are going to be. But what I have seen are a lot of posts from people and a lot of videos from people saying, oh, This is so sad. I'm so sad for my fellow seniors. I'm so sad that I can't hang out with my friends. And I want to encourage you to do something different. I'd like you to spread positivity. And I'd like you to do that in a way that several other videos that I've seen have maybe been shared, where you are practicing distance, but sharing how you can be positive at this time, even as a senior or as any other middle school or high school student or member of the community, by being positive with this time of social distancing. So maybe that is that you create a video with a group of friends using Google Meet or Zoom. Maybe that is you create a video yourself of you practicing hitting a baseball in your yard, or working on your pitching, or working on high jump, or whatever it might be that you maybe are missing out on this spring, but how you are really finding the positive opportunity to work on your skills, or the positive opportunity to really connect with individuals. And maybe you're making a video, and maybe you're doing it twofold from computer technology standpoint, where you are possibly making a video, but also showing how you're using some social media outlets or other kinds of computer technology. And I'm asking you not to limit it to intaking technology. So many of us consume technology, whether we're consuming media through watching Netflix, or maybe you are consuming technology by watching TikTok videos, or maybe you're consuming technology by playing video games. But take this opportunity to really explore how to create that video game, or how to create your own video, or to make up a new dance. Those things, as far as tech for good, are some things I really want to promote for you as we go forward with thinking about computer technology and just thinking about where we are today. The final thing that I want to point out to you is there's a Wired article from Wired magazine, also linked below. And that article talks about the role of social media throughout this virus, and also kind of like how it looks. Like, you know how you feel like when you see that there was like maybe a party and that you weren't invited to the party, and you see people post on social media about the party. But what can we do to really spread positivity through tech for good? And so maybe it's not just about social media, but what other tech things can we create? Could you create a spreadsheet that analyzes the cases, so that we're not just consuming Dr. Amy Acton's presentations with graphs, but we're maybe creating our own using a Google Sheet or a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet? Maybe you are using tech for good to create your own app, where the app is allowing people to create maybe a online journal of their experiences while staying at home. Maybe it's creating an online app that tells people where to find hotspots when they don't have internet at home. How could you, as a citizen, use tech for good? Maybe you're creating something like a website or an app or a video, and not just consuming. So that's what I'm going to leave it with today. It's not really an assignment on top of anything else that we've been doing. Maybe it'll become an assignment in the weeks to come, since we have so many weeks to be doing this. But I just really want to encourage you to kind of be lifelong learners and seek out something that you enjoy doing, and then find out how you can use tech for good and spreading positivity, so that we can get through this all in a positive manner and not feel so negative about this experience. I hope you all are doing well, that you feel safe, and that you are healthy. And please continue to send me emails or messages letting me know your questions about the assignments that you might have, and I plan to catch up with you with another video conversation tomorrow.